Welcome back, everyone. It's really hard to think about, even harder to go through it, the loss of your better half.
And tonight, a story of love and loss, and how one Iowa couple was able to say, I do, even with death so close. Here's Laura Nichols.
It was just instantaneous. As many people will say, we were inseparable.
Sometimes when you meet someone, you just know. And for Gordon Walder and Carrie Nolte, it happened fast, but they knew instantly they were destined to be together.
About 2 weeks after we started dating, we knew we were going to get married.
The couple met in March of 2011. 26-year-old Gordon, a security guard, and Carrie, a 28-year-old kitchen designer and single mom. Gordon, called Gordy by his loved ones, was the funny, carefree one. Carrie, the organized planner who liked to follow a schedule. They quickly became each other's other half, a testament that opposites really do attract.
Goofy. Gordy was, he made everything fun. It didn't matter what we were doing, and we were just so comfortable together.
They planned to get married in October of 2012, but quickly learned that dream had to be put on hold. The cancer Gordy had so bravely fought and beaten back in high school was now back 12 years later.
It was rough. Gordy went from 176 pounds and he dropped down to 96 pounds during that time, and I was physically carrying him in and out of the house.
The leiomyosarcoma, a cancer so rare it affects only about 4 in every 1 million people, was taking over Gordy's body. His loved ones saw him slowly deteriorate.
It definitely wasn't easy. The hard part about seeing him was that the normal joy that just bounded from his body, it wasn't there.
But his positive outlook still was.
Gordy always said that he was going to beat this. He never thought he was going to die. Even though the doctors had only given him, the 2 weeks to live, he said, I'm going to beat this.
And he did try, fighting long and hard. But by mid-April, he took a turn for the worse.
I just knew that he was rapidly declining. And I looked at Dad, and we looked into each other's eyes and didn't have to say anything. And he got on the phone and started calling whoever needed to be here.
It was April 14th, a Saturday afternoon. Gordon Sr. gathered the family together at home as he got ready to marry his son and future daughter-in-law. Gordy lay in bed with Carrie by his side.
He's looking at her, and Carrie's laying alongside him, and she's got her hands on his face, and I say, Carrie Nolte, do you take? And she's like, yes, I do, Gordon, I do love you, I do want to be your wife.
I didn't allow him to finish because I was afraid Gordy was slipping, and I wanted him to make sure he heard me and that he would be my husband.
It wasn't the way they'd planned it to happen, no fancy dress or lavish banquet, but Gordy and Carrie were finally married, the next step in their love story that they had always hoped for.
I had my hands on his head, and I just wanted him to look at me and to hear me say I do, and that I was so proud of him.
They kissed, and after they kissed, Gordy tried to stay. He tried to stay with us. He really did. And we told him that you're married now, son, and it's okay.
2 minutes after their vows, Gordy was gone. His last words,
I do.
2 minutes as husband and wife was all they got. But Carrie still calls it the best day of her life, the day she got to marry her best friend.
But as far as having regrets, no. I don't have a single one. Whether it's the treatment we got for Gordy, whether it was falling in love with Gordy, or whether it was marrying him right at the end. He was my best friend and my partner.
An incredible love story. How's Carrie doing, Laura?
She's doing well. She said she and her 3-year-old daughter, Laura, they talk about Gordy daily to keep his memory alive. And I should mention, their family has a very strong faith. They said that's why they were able to talk about this. That's why they were able to share his story.
Well, Very special story. Laura, thank you for sharing.